Thank you so much for signing up for the Nationals. We are so excited to have all you kids come race with us. We have so much in store for you. It's going to be a great track. It's going to be a great event. What I need you to do right now is go in, get your mom and dad, have them sit down, and all of you guys need to watch this video together. Again, we couldn't be more excited to have you with us. Thank you for coming racing with us, and we look forward to seeing you in a week. Let's get started. Welcome to the Flying E Ranch in Wickenburg, Arizona. You're going to turn south off of US 60, head about a half a mile up the road over the cattle guard past the homes on your right, all the way up to the ranch. Before you get into the ranch, you're going to turn right, head down into the pit in the camping area. You'll see the infield, you'll see the pavilion, you'll see the western town. You're in the right place. Once you're in here, please pull as close as you can to the pavilion because you'll need to walk into the pavilion for registration next. We need everybody in your party into registration. Please wear a mask. When you head into registration, there will be two tables. One of them will be on the outside wing of the pavilion. The other one will be in the main part of the pavilion. The outside wing is for drivers and for the guardians and or parents of the drivers if they're under the age of 18. You'll need to head in here to get signed up for the race and get your race packet. Head down this chute straight to the tables. Everybody else gets signed up inside the pavilion. Everybody on the facility grounds will need to have a wristband. Everybody. After you leave registration, you will head out to your car and you'll find your pit spot that you've been assigned. If you have people that you want to pit next to, other racers that you spend time with, friends, family, that kind of thing, please let us know beforehand. Once we assign the numbers for the pits, they are assigned, and you'll have to walk elsewhere to find your friends, to find the other racers that you like to compete with. We'll try to accommodate all of you as much as we can. Get ready. Get your pit set up, get your car unloaded, and then head straight to tech inspection. Nick and Marcy will be waiting for you in the hay barn. You'll want to enter the hay barn through the south exit, and they'll be waiting for you to get you all signed up. When you're staging for the race or even the pre-run, you'll want to head to the east entrance to the infield. This is where the race cars will enter the race course for their heat every time. This is also where the support vehicles will enter the hot pits. It's a very congested area, so keep moving. Parents, please make sure your kids get through this area quickly and they get lined up right where they need to be. There will be someone there to make sure they're in the right place. When the race is finished, you're going to continue through this gate and you're going to head off to the left this time. This fence will be opened after every race. Once you head through this fence, you're going to do a 180. You're going to actually snake around the pavilion and head between the pavilion and the saloon. And right here is where you'll find Mark Wright, and he will do your post-race interview. Everybody gets interviewed as long as they come through here. Don't forget to thank Mom. Dad, Mom, anybody going in the hot pits. If you have a car racing, you're allowed one car in the hot pits. Please, when you pull into the hot pits, do not block the entrance because race cars need to get through. They need to get up to their staging point, and there's only one entrance and one exit. We will not let anybody in until everybody has exited from the previous race. Every heat race, you'll come out here. Once you pull in to the hot pits, find your spot and nose in. Do not go sideways. Do not back in. You want to nose in straight. Don't bring a trailer or anything like that. Don't be that guy. we got our main man, Reed Rather, to help us out with this, and we truly appreciate his help. And here's what we are going to do. We're going to head through this gate right here. We've got a big bowl corner here in front of all of your friends, all of your family, grandma and grandpa. Then we're going to head over this container jump. There'll be dirt on both sides. Don't worry. It's not just going to be a drop-off. It's just a ramp over the fence. That's all it really is. Then when we get to this point, you'll have 2 flyaway jumps and then a small roller before we head into the wash. Now, we've sped Reed up a little bit here because we want to get through this full lap with you, but we want to let you know everything that you're going to run up against. This sand wash is very soft. We're going to water it as much as we can. There'll be spectators on your left cheering for you, but you need to get through this wash, keep your momentum up, keep your tires moving, and once you get to this tight corner up here, it's a left-hand corner right here, it's going to get very deep and very soft. Again, we'll keep it as watered as possible, but keep your momentum up. Right here, the big cars will go to the left, but you're going to go to the right, and you're going to hop up onto the graded road for about 100 yards here. And right after this second tree, right now, we're going to go left. Nice job, Reed. And we're going to head off into this new section. Now, this is personally my favorite part of the course. I love the fact that the car gets light at the top of the hills and it gets fully compressed at the bottom of them, and you can still keep your momentum. But there's a couple tricky corners here. You want to make sure that you're staying in the center of the course, and you want to make sure that you don't slide towards the downside of the hill. It's really easy to do because this is more sloped than you actually think it is. We tried to cut the road in to where it's pretty level, but this corner right here is very tricky. After this, it opens up and it starts to get down into the lower elevation, and it actually gets a little bit more flat. But just remember, take your time through there. Be careful. You're going to start one at a time. You're not going to start in a big group. You're racing the clock here. So the more smooth that you drive and the more consistent that you are, the better your time's going to be. Now right here, you might see people on the road that are going to run next to the road, making sure that you're okay. There will probably be some TV cameras, that kind of thing right there. But you need to stay on the course. Stay focused on the course marking and the arrows. Your arrows are white and blue. So you'll know that you're on the right course if you're seeing white and blue arrows. But right there, you got on the road for just a second and now back off of it, and now you're going to go right back on it. At the end of this run, we're going to make a 180-degree turn and get on to the right side of the course right here. Nice job, great corner, and now we start working our way back to the pavilion. You've already gone over a mile at this point, and now it starts to get wider and faster and a lot less rock, and now you carry your momentum through here. Big, bold jump right there. And now we're going to head into a small little wash right after this carousel corner. This is a lot of fun. It's going to be pretty dusty in here. We'll try to keep it as watered as we can. But right here, you're going to get back into some of that soft sand, so you really got to keep your momentum. We'll make sure that you have help right there. And right there, you can go either way. You can go left or you can go right. If one way gets rough, try the other line. It might work better for you the next lap. We're thinking you're probably going to get about 5 laps in for your heat until we get to the longer race at the end. Then you'll probably get somewhere around 7 laps. But as you can see, this course is graded. It's wide. It's fast. If you carry your momentum through the corners, you're going to have a lot of fun. Now we're heading up the uphill. There's a little hip jump at the second crest of this hill, and it should put the car at a little bit of an angle. Kind of fun right there. And then you're going to head up into a tight 90-degree corner. It's kind of blind. You can't really see where you're going until you get through the corner. And then you're going to start working your way downhill towards the houses. There might be some rock in here, so really be careful. Once the big cars come through here, it's going to kind of churn up the ground. We'll keep an eye out for that as much as possible, but you might encounter some rock in there, so be very careful. We know there's going to be rock in that corner right there, and there's a big flyaway jump right here. Boom, nice. So now you're going uphill. It's not steep, but it's a fairly good incline. At the top, you turn right. Now you're going to head back down towards the main fence line, and we're going to turn left around the fence and head down. This is a tough corner because you're going fast and it's a pretty tight corner, so we'll try to get you slowed down right there, but you got to remember that area. Now we're heading back towards the pavilion. Your fans, grandpa, grandma, your sisters, everybody that's sitting in the pits waiting for you, they're going to start to see your dust right about now. And they're going to start to get excited. And when you turn left right there, they can actually see the car. So they're going to know if it's you or if it's the guy that you're chasing or maybe the guy that's chasing you. Or maybe it's that girl that's leading overall. But we got to go out and we got to have fun and we got to stay on the gas and do the best you can. Having fun is number one here at the ranch. This is a very tough corner right here. So it's very hard packed until you get about halfway through it. Then it turns sandy and it's uphill with a dip at the end of it. So if you start to slide the car, then all of a sudden the car is going to grab about halfway through it. Big jump. Again, we'll try to watch the rocks right here. Nice and wide. You can go 3 wide right there. Now you're heading back down towards the infield. Really, really cool section of the course because your adrenaline's pumping because you know there's man-made jumps coming up. You know, all your fans are waiting for you on the infield, and you just did 1 lap at Flying E. Pretty cool. We've built a really, really, really great track for you guys, and we hope you love it as much as we do. One last run right here through the whoops. Reed stayed pinned through there, so we're pretty sure that we built them the right size, and you're going to love it. All right, so let's talk about how the rest of this is going to go down. Remember, first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that everybody on your team has a wristband, your drivers are signed up, you've been through tech, you're in your right camping spot, everything's good. Saturday morning, 170 and 250 race is going to be the first race of the morning. You guys are heat number 1. There are 5 heats in the morning, 5 heats in the afternoon, and 5 heats on Sunday morning. Okay? So you guys are heat number 1. 170s, 250s. You guys are going to go for 30 minutes plus 1 lap. Okay? How you signed up is how you start the race. The very first person that signed up is going to be the first person out into the desert, the second person into the desert, and so on. All right? If you are a walk-up, if you are a late entry, no problem. We welcome you, but you're going to start in the back. Now, for the second race, when that comes around, you guys are going to be starting by your overall time in the first race. So the quickest person is going to start first, second quickest, and so on. Okay? Understand that depending on how many entries there are, and we'll have to make this race morning, this decision will be made then, we will decide if we're going to start 1 car every minute, 1 car every 30 seconds, or 1 car every 15 seconds. We will not be starting one big long line, one big wave, everybody trying to jam into one spot off the start. With the container jump and a lot of the obstacles, it doesn't make any sense. And then on top of that, it's not desert racing, which is exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to get our future stars of the sport used to how the format of a true desert race happens. So heat number 3 will be the 570 race. So if you happen to be racing in both classes, either the 170 or the 250, and then you also brought your 570, you'll have a whole race in between. So you'll have time to do your interview with Mark Wright. You'll have time to get something to drink, get into your car, and get over to staging. If your parents have taken your car or your brother, your sister has taken your car over to the start line, that's fine. Do not drive your first race car in there. It's already going to be congested. There's nowhere to turn it around. Keep it outside the fence and walk in, and then have them drive that car back. That would be very appreciated. You guys are going to go 30 minutes plus 1 lap. Heat number 2, 30 minutes plus 1 lap. Heat number 3, you're going to go 45 minutes plus 1 lap, and that's for all of the Youth UTV, whether it be heat number 1 or heat number 3. With that being said, we are very blessed to have Donald Jackson from Best in the Desert come help us with our course marking. If you have ever done a Best in the Desert event, you know that they're second to none in how they take care of their racers and get them as much information as possible so that they can be safe, they can be fast, and we're going to have Donald here to help us, and I look forward to whenever he's out here to help us, and we could not do it without him. We're trying to build him future stars for him for next year, next 5 years, next 10 years. The next Rob McCachran is going to be at this race. So maybe that's your kid. We hope so, and we hope we were part of it, and we're honored to be part of it. We're going to mark the course with white and blue arrows for the Youth UTV. White and blue. Obviously, they're this size, but I do not have the exact example, so I'm going to need you to use your imagination a little bit. Your markers will be white and blue. It is entirely possible for you to see white and red and white and blue on the same stake. All that means is that this is the car course and this is the UTV course, Youth UTV course. This is also the UTV course for the big guys. Okay? If they're together, that just means that they're sharing the same course. It's very important that we understand that. If you understand how course markings go, you know then that this is a directional arrow. It's not a speed indicator arrow, which means if you are going to use this as how much throttle you give it, then you're going to set yourself up for disaster, right? This is only telling you which way the course goes, all right? This, however, is not the case. This can tell you that you're going to go down a big hill, or it can also tell you to slow down. There's danger ahead, right? So, or there's not necessarily danger, a big bump, a jump, something like that, and you should at least consider slowing down for or pulling back. This is not telling you to mash the throttle, all right? This is telling you which direction to go. This is telling you which direction to go, and so on, all right? If you see these together, and you see one pointing one way and one pointing the other, that means exactly that. You guys go this way, and the car and truck later in the day, they're going to go this way, all right? So understand that you might see them together pointed in different directions. You are white and blue. Start programming yourself to see that now, okay? The other markers that you'll see on the course is you'll see a wrong way arrow, all right? A wrong way arrow is very important that once you see this, that you do not pass it. That means that you did not turn with the course. The course went left, you did not, all right? So stop, figure out where you are, figure out how to get back on the course without going backwards on the course. That's critical that you understand that you cannot go backwards on the course. You cannot back up on the course. That's even more dangerous because you can't see what's going on. All right? So if that means that you have to turn around, find out where the course is, or you even might have to wait for another competitor to come by before you can realize where the course is. Whatever you need to do to safely get back on the course, there is no excuse for going backwards on the course or for hitting someone going the wrong way. I don't care what your age is. I don't care if it's your first race or not. You never go backwards on the course. Parents, help us. You have to embed that into their mind. They got to make sure that they can never go backwards on the course, whether it be in reverse or turned around and driving backwards on the course. The other sign you'll see is danger. Danger doesn't necessarily mean, that your car's going to explode or anything like that. What it really means is there's something here that you need to be aware of and maybe stay away from. Some dangers you have to drive through, such as a boulder field, something like that. I can't think of any situations where they would have that on the course, on this course, but you will also see it is maybe on a tree that's close to the course, or you might see it on a fence post that's close to the course, something that would impede your progress, hurt you or hurt your car if you came in contact with it. So just stay away from it, all right? Understand that this is here to protect you. If this is on the left side of the course, be on the right side of the course. And if it's on both sides of the course, that means that it's probably something that you're going to have to contend with, and you're going to probably have to drive through it at some point. So slow down. Those are the spots where you're probably going to give up the race, not win the race. So very important that you understand that, but that's the course marking. You guys are white and blue, and pay attention to the wrong way markers. Watch the people on the course, all right? There are fences on the course. There are fences to your left sometimes. There are fences to your right, and there's fences straight ahead. The course turns if you're in the dust, please understand that you've got to slow down. If you can't see, you can't drive. All right. So many people today feel the pressure at the higher levels to drive blind, and so many people are getting hurt by that. It's not the proper way to race. If you can't see, you can't drive. Slow down, pull over, wait for the dust to go by, and then go. Most of this course should be watered for you guys. I don't see a whole lot of situation where this comes into play, but I need you guys to be smart. I need you guys to be safe. It's very important for us that you guys are safe. We want to put on a great race for you guys with great racing, but safety is number one, and you got to have fun. And if you can't see it and you're scared and you're not sure if you're doing the right things, that's not fun. We want it to be fun for you guys. Parents, this is not about you. This is about your kid. Let them have fun. Let them be them. They don't need any more pressure on them. Nobody wants to do any better than what your kid wants to do. We need you to be that positive role model. If something is to happen, understand that we have the best safety crew in the industry here at this race for you. Motorsport Safety Solutions, it's what they do. It's their business. They're the professionals. There's nobody better in the industry. We are blessed to have them. Luckily for us, this is a Best in the Desert off weekend, so they were able to join us. Let them do their job, okay? If you are yelling, screaming, and don't think that they have your kid's best interests at heart, I promise you that they do, and all you are doing is impeding progress. You need to be the calm one. You need to be the rational one, and you need to make sure that you are being their role model and their hero, and let these guys do their job. All right? It's absolutely imperative. We will not have any crazy parent running across the track. We will not have any screaming parents, to do the double, jump the jump, go faster. You know what? Just wave them on, cheer them on, tell them to go get them, Tiger, that kind of thing. But let's be positive. I've seen enough crazy mini dads in the two-wheel side of things. I've had enough of that. So let's just be very positive for these guys. They're doing the best they can. Remember that it's 5 miles an hour in the pits. You are responsible parent for your child. If you need to test your vehicle, if you need to jet it properly, which I can't understand anything that would need to be jetted anymore. But the fact of the matter is you're responsible for that, and it will not happen in the pits. It will not happen on the race course. You need to be ready to race when you get here. If you need to go test your vehicle, you need to go behind the town of Wickenburg to the BLM land, and you need to drive the car over there. We can give you directions. We can help you out. Do not go testing your vehicle on the property of the ranch. That's a really fast way to get us removed from there. Lastly, we are going to try something a little bit different. We have workstations out on course that we're asking the parents to volunteer their time rather than them trying to keep up with the vehicle all the way around a 3.5 mile course, which will never happen unless your dad is John Tomac. Chances are you're just not going to be able to keep up with them. So what we're asking you to do is work a section of the course. We have predetermined sections. We'll get you out onto the course, and what you are going to do, you're not going to just take care of your car. You're going to take care of every car in that section, and you're going to do it safely. You're going to do it from a good, safe distance. Please understand that you can see a lot of the course coming back. If you are on the east side of the course, you can also see it on the west side. If your back is turned to your section, it's very important to understand that you're not paying attention to the other kids that are going by. It's okay to watch your kid, but you've got to have your head on a swivel. You got to be making sure that everybody that you're responsible for in your section is safe and they're getting through it. So please, we're going to need you guys to tell us who your volunteer is. We're going to need 170 and 250 dads more than anything. Moms, grandpas, brothers, sisters, cousins, next door neighbors, whatever it is, we need you out there. And then same thing, 570 guys. We're going to need you parents out there as well. If you guys are in a situation where it's only mom or it's only dad that's there racing with you, and you can't have one in the hot pits and one out on course, we understand that. No sweat. Just let us know. And we have plenty of help out there. We have a ton of help, but we know how you guys are about wanting to be out on the course and wanting to be close. So we're going to let you do that, but we're going to let you do that in a controlled fashion, and do not leave your post. It's absolutely imperative that you understand that you're not leaving your post regardless of what happens. If there's something you need to know about your child and we need to come get you out of that area so you can handle some situation, then we'll do that, okay? But we got to understand that there's probably another parent, probably a grandma or grandpa or something that can help out as well. So please help us with this experiment. Be a positive role model. Have fun. We want them to have fun. Kids, if you can hear me, if the drone of my voice hasn't put you to sleep by now, understand that we are so excited that you're coming racing with us. We have a great race course for you. And here's the cool thing. If there's something you want us to do to make it better, all you got to do is let us know, and we'll take care of it for the next one. So until then, thanks so much for racing with us, and we're going to show you a great time.